Welcome to Lightning Ministries Daily Devotional. Today's topic is your forgiveness real? Reading from Matthew chapter 18, verses 21 to 35, where Peter approached Jesus and asked him, Lord, how many times am I to forgive my brother or sister who sins against me? I'm going to look that one up. When Peter asked Jesus about forgiveness, he probably thought he was being generous by asking if 7 times was enough. In a place and time where grace and mercy were in short supply, the disciple likely felt himself incredibly charitable. Do you feel that way sometimes if you forgive someone and you think, oh, I've done my duty? Well, let's imagine this to his surprise as Jesus made the comment back to him and said, I do not say to you up to 7 times, but up to 70 times 7. Jesus himself then shared the parable of a slave who owed the king a great debt. The king felt compassion and released the servant, forgave the debt. Have you ever been in a situation like that where you owed someone money and they forgave you of that debt? Even a creditor for that matter. Not necessarily feeling sorry for you, but just doing it. But later, the man found someone who owed him a smaller amount, less. So you forgave someone, but now you're going after someone that owes you even less. But rather than extend a portion of the grace that he'd received from the king, the slave demanded payment and punishment in the other man until he could pay it. It's like, I'm going to have you thrown in jail, and you're not going to get off that easy. Well, the king, hearing of this wickedness, said back to the slave, who had shown no mercy to the fellow person that owed him. Then the king withdrew his generous offer and handed the slave over to a jailer to work off every single penny that he owed. Oops. Now, may an unmerciful mindset never be true of you and I. When we, you and I, truly grasp the depth of what Jesus did on the cross, oh my God, we should be eager to grant and freely share that gift with others. We should be willing to. But forgiveness becomes a natural outpouring of the indwelling power of God within you and I, allowing you and I to forgive to the extreme. I guess in this case, becoming more Christ-like. So just as we have been forgiven, we should also forgive. I know that the word says that we're supposed to live by man's rules too, and whatever we do in our lives against man, there's a punishment or law based upon what the punishment should be. But in your heart, as Christ has forgiven you, are you one to make your forgiveness real by doing to someone of what they don't deserve? That's where Jesus comes in. I challenge you today to find someone that you haven't forgiven and forgive them as Christ forgave you when he died on the cross, even before you and I were born. Also, a challenge you too is that I would actually encourage you to give to this ministry. I don't want you to give a donation. I want you to give because God is leading you to do that. And it doesn't matter how much you give or what you give. If you'll just click on the link above where my head is here to the website, you can give a donation there, or like many others have already done, join us and partner with us on a monthly basis so that we can continue to not only increase what we're doing, but also to reach out to more. I hope you enjoy this message. I hope that you can apply the forgiveness that Christ gave you to another. Have a blessed day.